One day in kindergarten, I went to school and I got called the N-word. And I didn't really know what the N-word meant. You know, I was 5 years old. I just knew that it meant that I was something less than. I was very upset, and I went home and I told my grandmother, and she sat down and she read Dr. Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech to me.
This march will go down as one of the greatest, if not the greatest, demonstrations for freedom and human dignity ever held in the United States.
Because that was the only way she knew to answer those questions that I had.
How many students in here have seen someone get hurt by another student, or someone been called a name, or somewhere where someone was unkind and unfair and victimized someone? How many people have seen that in the last week? How many people saw something today?
How would you feel if you were being bullied and somebody like Tierra was being a bystander, like watching you get jumped over and over again and somebody just standing there? How would you feel?
I would feel like if she was my friend, why would you just stand there and not be a friend instead of going and tell somebody, just stand there looking and not being a friend like that?
Our Not in Our School program basically is something that's universal, and it is to let everybody know that they should be an upstander. The idea to work with elementary students wasn't my idea, it was the students' idea.
Anyone want to talk about why it's hard to be an upstander? And what we can tell the kids? Because I think the biggest struggle that we heard from the students was it's really, really hard.
Really the turning point was we read an article in the newspaper. 2 elementary students had attacked a special needs student. And then students started sharing their elementary experiences, which were really shocking.
Well, when I was here a few years ago, me, Michael, and Janae was all in the same class. And Michael, he was my bully. We're friends now, but yeah, he was my bully. When I was in elementary school, I got bullied. You're considered a nerd, you do well in school. And I was jumped a lot. I was thrown in a trash can. I was blessed that I had a really good grandma, and I'm glad that I did have her at home to go and talk to and share with, because it was really hard, and I don't want any other child to have to go through that. Go ahead, hit her. What you gonna do next?
You ain't do my homework last night.
Oh.
Why you ain't do my homework?
I'm sorry.
You need to do my homework.
Stop. Y'all need to stop.
No,
You need to stop before I go tell the principal.
I've seen that students really set the tone in a school building, and they can turn an entire school around by just actions. Actions speak louder than words, and a lot of times as adults we say a lot of words and then we don't always live the actions that really go with the words. And what I've seen through our Facing History groups, not only have they changed as people, but they've been like a wave that has changed this school.
Cardi, are you okay? No. Come on, let's go. Let's go to the office. Let's go to the office.
If you were me in that role play, how would you feel?
I would tell my parents so they can come handle the situation at school.
If it got happened, I would have carried a weapon.
You guys really don't laugh at that, because that's actually one of the reasons why we're here, because that does happen. People don't like getting picked on, and when they feel no one, you said she might feel helpless, defenseless. Well, after they feel that nobody is there to help them, a lot of times they do carry a weapon. What touched me really most was when a girl said she would bring a weapon to school, because I know how it feels when you get so fed up and you just really want to bring something to school. When I was able to tell them that's not the way to go, do not bring a weapon to school, I really felt I was making a difference then.
If it's a lot of upstanders like you guys, I know y'all gonna be upstanders, that'll stop that type of thing, then the people that are being bullied won't feel the need to carry a weapon, because they know someone's there to help them or someone cares to help them.
Now, I personally was I was a perpetrator. I used to pick on kids when I was in elementary school, when I was younger. I just want everybody to know that you can make a change. Like, people say that I'm just one person. That one person can start with something bigger. That one little thing you say, that one little thing you do could help a lot.
I took more of a bystander stand and just watched and let it go on. I realized that that was wrong and that I should have intervened.
Who was the perpetrator? Right here.
You kind of have to have the courage and the will to stand up for justice and for the right thing to do.
How do you think that situation could have been different maybe if you had to intervene?
But now we know what to do now instead of going and being a bystander.
Well, I don't care because I'm not in school to have friends. I'm in school to learn.
I feel like I made a difference because I know when I was talking to some of the kids when we were drawing, a lot of them said that they don't want to bully anymore. They see now that it really can hurt people.
Standard right here.
Mm-hmm. People can change, and it's better to take it to your friends and family to let them know that they can be upstanders too, so we can stop the violence in our communities and in our schools.